M for mature. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Equestriano live stream interview of Seventh Element, a very popular musician. Some very good songs coming out of there, and some new songs coming up. So why don't we let him introduce himself? Seventh, are you there?
I'm here. How's it going?
Oh, you're loud.
Ooh,
There we go.
do you need me? Okay. I am doing well. I am Seventh Element. I make music about cartoon horsies, and I'm here to talk to you about it today.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for agreeing to be here, and hope this doesn't go too badly. Also, I do have to ask though. Seventh Element. Now, your OC, at least the OC that you've asked me to use here, is a toaster. Is the seventh element like something that helps you toast bread faster? Is that what it's all about? Like, is that where your name
No,
comes from?
no, absolutely not. The toaster came years and years after I made the name up. The toaster came from my refusal to get an OC, and then I told somebody, whatever, it's now a corn toaster, and then it just happened. But no, I believe the seventh element is something that the true friendship is made of. The one thing that can unite everybody, and the
Toast.
seventh element is pizza.
I was gonna say toast.
Yes, well, my Alicorn toaster can fire pizza out of her slots. So
We won't get into that. All right. That's for another stream.
somebody draw that.
So I guess let's get into a few questions here, guys. For those of you who are in the chat, we will be taking questions from the chat later on. I'm going to start asking some questions first, so the some of your questions may already be answered. So hold on to them for now, as I will not be bothering to read them currently. So why don't we start off at the start? What started you into the Brony fandom?
Well, in late 2011 or so, I was attending community college, and I used to hang out in this cafe area, and I talked to one of the baristas there, and we talked about video game stuff. We had a lot of common interests, and then she's just brought up ponies one day, and I was just like, nah, that's not my thing. And eventually, she peer pressured me into watching it, and I'm like, fine, I'll watch one episode, and so I did, and I'm like, ah, it was the season premiere, season one, episode one, and I was just like, I can't just leave the cliffhanger, man. I gotta
Well,
watch
you
the other.
can't let cliffhangers go.
And then it just continued,
It was binge watching downhill from there.
pretty much, yeah. And I didn't really call myself a brony until about early 2012, is when I established the Seventh Element name and started joining the community. It was really funny because I was like, I bet nobody has sampled this show and made any music on it.
How wrong you were.
Oh my god. And then I like tripped and fell on a YouTube recommendation for Omnipony's Return. And I'm like, oh crap. Everybody's already better than me.
I guess you couldn't make a clean sweep.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
afraid. But it's it you know, but it's great. I love this community.
No,
And
it is a great community, definitely.
but yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. It's a whole other kind of story how I got started like interacting with the music part of the community, but like
Oh,
early on, there was an internet forum called My Little Remix, and that was pretty much the hub of Brony musicians back then.
okay.
And I, I started posting works in progress on there, started talking to people, and I eventually joined an IRC chat. They had, uh, I believe it was on the, man, I can't even remember the server name. It's the other one other than Canternet.
Sure,
Uh,
let's.
but
I have no idea.
whatever it was. Oh God, my memory. Um, so I hung out there, and yeah, rest in peace, MLR. But uh, I I used to participate in something called Toastbeard. For those who aren't familiar with Toastbeard, it is a weekly song composition competition where a weekly theme is put out, like an episode response or you know, just anything that can come up pony related, and basically we'd all have to make a song based off of it. And a good portion of early popular Brony songs were produced for Toastbeard. Um, Specifically, like Rainbow Factory is one that everybody knows,
Oh,
and
okay.
that was a Toastbeard song. And what's even more ironic is that it didn't even win that test period, which everybody can vote on, you know, which is the best one. An Interrobang Pie song won the top spot
Wait,
for that one.
are we talking about Don't tell me, Strangely Obsessed?
No,
Oh,
it's a song called Rainbow's Blood.
okay. Do you know the song I'm talking about?
I don't.
I'll show it to you afterwards. I'm pretty sure I'd get striked for playing it now, and it's not your song anyway, so I won't bother.
Fair
Um,
enough.
but no,
Interrobang Pie wanted all his stuff wiped anyway, if I recall.
don't blame him on some of it. Just it's good stuff, but
Yeah,
not something you'd want to show to a resume at actual work.
yeah.
But
He was pretty done with bronies by the time I met him,
oh
so
dear.
he was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, the music
so
community is a fantastic community. I mean, I haven't been a big part of it. In fact, I've only really been a part of the Brony community for just over a year myself.
oh wow, yeah.
And I
Well,
started off on the
welcome.
parodies, like yeah, I knew about it for a long time. I knew about the show. I just never kind of bothered with it because I almost knew that I'd enjoy it and just kind of didn't want to. I was
Yeah.
denying it. And then I watched Smile HD, and I'm like, okay, that's hilarious. Let's watch the parody stuff. That'll be funny. And then
And
watched all the parody stuff, and I'm like, oh, I need to watch the show to better understand the parody stuff. And then I heard the music, and I'm like, yeah, I'm screwed.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
But anyways, this
But
is about you, so
yes. Well, let me say one thing about the brony music community, and that it's gigantic,
oh yeah,
and it's still extremely active.
yeah. That's what's keeping the whole thing alive. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about that.
It's not the show. The
Uh,
show is done. It's the music.
I mean, as much as that, I wish that were true. A lot of brony music is extremely underground, which is a damn shame. But uh,
Are the Diamond Dogs recording now?
hmm?
Are the Diamond Dogs recording now? Underground? Ha 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 ha.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, uh,
Wah
uh,
wah.
okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll stop rambling and let you ask me a question.
Sure. Let's move on to the next question. So obviously, we know how you got into the Brony community now. Where did this name Seventh Element come from?
Well, to be honest, I was just like, huh, there are six elements of harmony. What if there was a seventh one?
I kind of figured that was the answer. So let's.
Believe it or not, I've had people like, oh, hey, yeah, I love the fifth element. I'm like, wait, no, no, no.
This is the second sequel.
Yeah, they're like, what happened to the sixth one? And I'm like,
Yeah, they
uh,
couldn't get Bruce Willis for the seventh one.
yeah,
They replaced him with Dolph Lundgren.
it's really funny though, like uh, how some people don't even realize. Even my close friends, like I knew Garnica for a couple years before Garnica realized that that's what that meant. You should have seen his face; it was amazing.
Oh my god. Obvious Brony joke was not obvious.
Oh, Garnica, but yes.
Yes. So now, as far as like you're saying, you've obviously met probably or at least interacted with a lot of Brony musicians by this point. I'm assuming.
Oh yes.
Excellent. Let's say, and this might cause some trouble for you. Who would you say that you're? Two questions. Who is your favorite? Like, who puts out the most music that you enjoy? First off,
Um. Well, I enjoy a lot of Brony music across the board,
I know
but
but
like,
everyone has
but
favorites.
but like, and the person that I would say like their music touches me the most is it's hard because I don't think they really produce any pony stuff anymore. But an artist who went by the name Cherex Destructor
Okay.
put out a lot of fantastic things.
Big
Um,
inspiration for you.
oh yeah, I mean, I couldn't hope to reproduce Cherex's sound, but a lot of Cherex's music is very beautiful. Um, a lot of it's very sweet and warm, I guess.
Yeah, I will have to look that up. I haven't. The name's not familiar. I've probably heard a lot of the music. 'Cause I downloaded a big Brony music sound pack and like listened to a lot of stuff. So, um,
Well, one very popular one is "The Rescue." It's a Vinyl Octavia song.
sounds familiar. I'd have to hear it to be sure, but
Hmm.
obviously, if I enjoy your music, so if you enjoy his, chances are I will enjoy it as well.
Yeah, they push out some quality stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah.
Okay. That kind of answered my second question too, so I won't bother with that, but I will change it, and just sort of ask you if you know a couple ones like, what are your opinions of Tarby?
I am pretty good friends with Tarby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know him. I don't. I wouldn't say I know Tarby like really well. I see him pretty often at conventions. Well, whenever he's at a convention, I'm typically there. So we hang out. I did a remix for his Everfree album, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really enjoy pretty much everything I've heard of his.
Oh yeah,
Especially his,
he's
I think his favorite of mine is Rejected. Actually, when I first heard it, when I was first getting into the scene, I heard his Rejected music, and I'm like, this reminds me of something, and I'm like, oh, it's The Cure.
huh,
It
yeah,
sounds like The Cure. So I sent him a comment, and like almost immediately, like that was like by that point that video was years old, but
yeah.
he responded like in like 10 minutes. He's like, thanks for the he seems like a really nice guy, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Tarby is extremely nice. uh, yeah, he's very talented. I actually at BronyCon this year, he needed somebody to play like somebody's computer to play a backing track, and I offered to, and he let me manipulate the audio, do some glitching. So that was a little bit of fun.
Nice. That's always a little the impromptu DJ
I
or
guess,
mixing.
but yeah, yeah. It's just I was just doing effects. It wasn't anything fancy, but
That's not too bad.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I gotta readjust there. Another musician, a personal favorite of mine, Evening Star.
I have heard some Evening Star, but I couldn't like recollect a song in particular. I remember that it's good, but like it's been a few years.
Yeah, for most of the stuff they put out that I enjoy, they do some EDM as well, but I prefer their orchestral side of
Yeah,
things.
yeah, that's what I'm sort of familiar with.
I played one of my previous streams of Octavia's Overture or something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I
And
think that's
they do a really good one about Scootaloo called, I think it's called Final Flight.
oh,
And
all right.
the basic premise behind it is Scootaloo's sick and tired of not being able to fly, so she takes a running leap off a cliff and is like, either I do or I don't. It's over now.
And
So
then she learned that she can glide.
in her dreams, because it was over. No, no, beautiful music from them. So yeah. Now, as far as your songs go, let's say I know you got a few albums out here, and I have a list of them here. But since you know them, why don't you list them off? Because that's just easier.
All right. Well, my very first album is called Midnight in Equestria, and Midnight in Equestria is pretty much my love letter to '80s music and sort of like a headcanon alternate universe Equestria where everything is weird in '80s.
So it's Cheerilees growing up.
I suppose. Uh, this was before I wrote a song about Shirley saying something about that, but
Well, no, have you seen the Gravity Falls
oh yeah,
re-edit?
that's excellent. Oh yeah, for sure, that was great. But yeah, Midnight in Equestria was my first real effort to make an album. Um, I had made albums for previous aliases before. I've been producing electronic music since 2008, but anything prior to Ponies is like pretty much garbage.
Okay.
I was in an echo chamber. I grew up in a place that really did not feature any electronic music. Like people, I don't think I ever knew an electronic musician from my hometown. Let's just say that everything was like metalcore country. It's very confusing. But yeah, so but the works of Kavinsky and Laserhawk and other such artists have inspired me to make Midnight.
I know Kavinsky. Laserhawk is not ringing a bell.
Oh, for the love of God, please go listen to Skull and Shark by Laserhawk. It's a fantastic album.
I will have to do that. No, I'm a big fan of
Oh,
'80s music too. Duran Duran.
oh yeah.
I know they're a staple, but Bizarre Love Triangle.
Hmm. Yeah, and recently, well, within the last year, uh, my buddy D Notive finally got me hooked on Depeche Mode. I've been dunking my head in Depeche Mode for the last year. I'm surprised I haven't made a song that sounds like them yet.
Here, I put up an appropriate image for what we're talking about now.
Oh, uh, my my thing's not live. There we go.
Yeah, it's a couple seconds behind.
Ah,
But
see.
no, so yeah, '80s is a big influence on my life. So much. I'm not big into music production. I have done a couple musical things in my life. Actually, I sing. I used to play some instruments, but I never really done a lot of music creation. So
Right.
maybe that's something we can talk about later.
Okay. Okay.
But now,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna kind of continue. I have made more '80s pony music, but I haven't gotten enough to make it an album yet. I'm working on it. I'm looking into it. It's not. I'm having a little bit of trouble trouble getting my stuff together in regards to that. But after that, like shortly after that, I basically, well, people kept asking me for my EDM stuff on an album, and what I did was just kind of compile music that I had played at conventions up at that point.
Is that your
And this is
cartoon?
like
Is that your cartoon horse EP?
Cartoon Horse Convention Music EP.
Yes.
And basically, I just kind of played, just put a whole bunch of music that I'd previously played at convention. This was 2013. Like, I had only played probably about 3 conventions at this point, um, which that number would grow into the double digits as time went on. But uh, so yeah, and then for a while, I didn't release anything album. Like I always release a song here and a song there. Like
Keep
I'm
the masses
I'm
entertained.
I'm just kind of obnoxious, and I just crank out music like at a stupidly fast rate.
That can be both good and bad.
Yeah, it can be. But then, like in 2014, I was about ready to finish school. Um, I was very depressed, and I really liked Fallout Equestria, and I still do. Fallout Equestria is fantastic, by the way.
Yes, I know you have a song for them.
I have an album for that. I have a double
I meant
album.
sorry, I meant album. Yes.
Yes.
Now is
So,
that something that's going to be in the game?
oh, I don't know. I think they may have asked me, and I'm like, you can go ahead and use whatever you want.
Yeah, 'cause I know the Wasteland Whalers are making music for it. I've spoken with them. Actually, there's someone I'm going to try to get to interview as well. I've spoken with them on the Amino. This at least the guy I spoke to seems really cool, and I love their
Yeah,
music.
yeah, they're pretty chill. But yeah, I wasn't really aware of the game, but I had wanted to make this album for a long time. The backstory of Fallout Equestria, the things that happened during the war and before the war really interest me, with basically how the main six friendship just kind of falls apart. And I wanted to write a concept album about it, about the mayors and their ministries. And it came out to be a double album, which is, it's um, just an hour, 40 minutes or whatever, and it's on 2 CDs if you buy the physical copy,
Oh wow.
which is kind of an achievement, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's probably my top seller at conventions. People really like it, and I'm very proud of it. I think it's probably the best album that I made. Um,
That's
shortly after,
the Ministry Mirrors. Yes.
yes. Um,
I'm going to put a link to that in the chat for those of you who want to check it out later.
oh yes, absolutely. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of people have told like given me like feedback on it, like that it's elicited a very heavy emotional response from them. A lot of people have even thrown music from it on into their Fallout games. Like they mod the game to put the music in there because I guess they like hearing it while playing. And it's cool. I really do like the kind of response that I got from it.
Yeah, no, that's an album I haven't listened to it fully. To be fairly honest, I've listened to a lot of music, but sporadically, and then I tend to bounce around for.
It's long, and it's one of those things you kind of have to listen to from start to finish for it to make sense, in my opinion. But whenever you get a second.
No, I'll probably do it one night when I'm going to bed. I like listening to things when I'm going to sleep.
Oh yeah. Well, the first half of it is definitely the first half is definitely more ambient, and then the other half is more like
Well, it's good. That'll
orchestral.
put me to sleep and then wake me up.
Yes, it will. And Hacked in that comment says, "I've confirmed cried."
Yeah. All right, guys. So just
I love you, Hacked.
yeah, Hacked is awesome. So, guys, we're gonna take a quick break here for a moment. I'm gonna put on one of my favorite songs by Mr. Element here. For those of you who have not heard it, this one is a favorite with the Pie family. Seventh Element, It's a Rock.
It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. It's a rock, 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 rock. Camouflage. Camouflage.
All right, guys, that was "It's a Rock" by Mr. Seventh Element. It's a bit of a repetitive song, but it's a good dance tune. Like if you're out on the floor, hot, at a good party, it's a fun one to bounce around to. Sorry, Seventh, your volume's not up yet, so don't bother talking. I forgot to switch Skype back on. There you are. You're back.
A lot of trap music just generally is kind of repetitive. It's more focused on just the bass and kind of, I mean, it's a genre of instrumental hip hop.
Yeah, this is something that most people listen to. Like I said, when they're in the heat of the moment in a crowd of people, it's to bounce around to, not to sit and listen to at dinner.
Yeah, and I mean, you're also being vibrated by bass in a live setting.
Exactly.
But at home, you're just kind of, bobbing your head to it, kind of.
Yes, yes.
It's goofy and it's usually just kind of funny music. In my
Yeah, that's
trap music is pretty funny.
That's one of the reasons I like it. Is it just makes me giggle picturing Maud at a rave.
It's just
Yeah, vodka on the rocks.
Maud selling crack rocks to this song.
Whoa.
Trap, the origin of trap music. It's all about
The drugs.
A trap is literally a place where you go to buy and sell drugs.
I always thought it was a guy who looked a lot like a girl.
Oh, that term evolved elsewhere.
I just love bringing that one up when people talk about trap music.
Yes.
It's like, haha. All right, guys. So, more questions for you, Mr. Seventh Element. Now, obviously, I would ask you about the Amino. You haven't heard of the Amino. You haven't had a chance to play around on it yet. So I will leave that aside for now, but you're definitely going to have to come back and talk about that another time. Now, I did notice, actually, I haven't seen this song before. You did a remix of one of Tarby's songs.
Yes, it would be the Reflection.
Yes.
It was one of the sort of ballady kind of tracks that came from Everfree, and he approached me about doing a remix, and I I accepted. I loved it. I had a lot of fun doing it. It's very I took a lot of inspiration from like Massive Attack and kind of I just kind of made it sort of a bassy kind of I don't know, just kind of chilled out kind of thing.
Yeah, I actually haven't listened to the remix of that. I've heard the original, but not your remix. I'll have to check that out after the stream.
Yeah.
Now, as far as EDM goes, I'm going to ask you a few band names. I want you just to say yes or no if you've heard of them and if they influenced you in any way.
Okay.
So obviously, Darude.
No, I mean, I actually own a Darude CD that I got in the early 2000s, and safe to say, I hate it.
Excellent, you are the man. Like I honestly, I actually enjoy Sandstorm, but who doesn't? Everything else they've made, I just like, nope, thanks, I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. It's there's not a lot of variation.
Yeah, Crystal Method,
Oh, excellent.
good. Now, what's your favorite soundtrack Crystal Method song?
Soundtrack? I mean, I'm not like super familiar with their discography, but there's a few songs here and there like Keep Hope Alive and just pretty much is the album Vegas. Vegas is really good.
Yeah,
I think it's called Vegas. Yeah.
you know
But,
they do the theme song for Bones.
oh, did they?
Yeah,
Well, I'm not surprised, but it's good stuff.
Yep.
Them and the Chemical Brothers, just good stuff.
Oh
all around.
yes, definitely Chemical Brothers. There's a blast from the past. Haven't heard of them in a while. Or
Mm-hmm.
the Dust Brothers, as they used to be known.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's the other one I'm trying to think of now? Psychosonic.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, I'll send you a link later. They're an '80s techno group.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're this similar to ones. Was it Crystal Method that did Halcyon On and On?
I'm not sure.
This off the Mortal Kombat song.
Oh, I've never actually played
Okay.
any Mortal Kombat.
No, from the movie.
Oh, from the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. I don't know.
It was the only-
I saw that when I was a teenager.
Same, yeah. It was about the only good thing to come out of that movie.
I mean, it was funny because it was cheesy.
Oh, no, you gotta love cheesy movies.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely.
All right, actually,
Dude, I love horrible movies. That's one of my favorite things ever.
so I'm guessing that Mystery Science Theater 3000 is something you enjoy.
I do, but like, I didn't know of its existence until it was too late.
It's all on YouTube.
Oh, did they? Did
Yeah,
they
and-
upload it all?
Pretty much like there's hundreds of episodes available on YouTube, plus all the short films. And two good news for those of you who are listening and yourself. Not only did they continue doing MST3K after it got shut down under the name Riff Tracks, so they started doing like newer movies like the Star Wars movies and Fifth Element and all that, which are really funny. But they're bringing it back with Joel Hodgson, the original Joel. He's remaking the series, I think, with a new host.
Oh, cool.
But it's in production now.
Neat.
So I can't wait for that. But that's not ponies.
No, it's not. That is not horse related. No.
Hashtag horse famous. So horse related. Let's go into the fan community once again. I would like to hear from you your top 3 favorite fan animation projects. And we're gonna discount No Lullaby for a Princess. That's everyone's favorite. So anything but that.
I don't know. I like, I don't. It's not that I don't pay attention. It's that my memory is so awful that like I just I
It's
usually
all that
like,
trap
hey,
music.
Oh, like, hey, this was really good, and then I go to favorite it, and I'm like, you've already added this to your favorites. I'm like, oh.
They must have been very memorable.
I like really stupid videos, like they're obviously the what they called the anthology ones are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not all animation, but
I'll count anthology as animation.
yeah. There's a video that every time I come across it, I have to watch it. It's a video called Fluttershy's compilation song, or not compilation, contemplation song.
Okay.
And, I guess should I just link it somewhere? Or like...
You can link it in the chat. I'll have to look at it afterwards. I'm
Okay.
just worried about copyright strikes 'cause I don't know what's in the video or content.
It's just like like a still image of Fluttershy, like looking like she's thinking deeply, and then she's just like twitching around the stream, and
Oh no,
oh wow.
yes, I have seen that. I have seen that. It's pretty funny.
And then Pinkie Pie's like playing a drum set over there
Yeah.
over the background. I love that video. I don't understand why I like it so much, but
No,
it
it's very amusing. I'll send that link to the chat. Yeah, no, I recognize that's the artist. The artist does the boxing video.
oh, is that, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. I know it's not. It's just animation over top of that. I love that skit or that comedian though.
Yeah. But
Brian
yeah,
something.
I generally, I like a lot of the mentally advanced stuff. That's pretty funny stuff as well.
Yeah,
Um,
Greg might be doing a stream with me this Sunday, guys. For those of you who are listening now, I was speaking with him, and I was in his live stream the other day, harassing him to join me in for an interview. So,
yeah.
I didn't get a confirmation yet, but he said he would want to do it. I just don't know when.
Right, right. Yeah, but as far as just like I do watch pony animations like a lot, but like I just most of them I come across are pretty good and entertaining. But I don't know.
How
I guess I just have such an awful memory that I couldn't recall anyone at this particular moment.
fair enough.
You had to put me on the spot, man.
That's what interviews are all about. I told you this was hard hitting shock journalism.
Oh my god,
We tackled the hard issues here.
man. Oh yeah, how could I forget? Do you like bananas?
Yes. Do you like bananas? No, that's a friendship
So
is
good.
friendship is magic, bitch. I think that's what it's called.
Yes,
Yeah,
and the sequel is also pretty great.
yeah. The first one's by far better, but the sequel is funny when she's on the moon.
I like it's like I was at the circus and then I was like, boom, bitch. I just love that line.
Because my house is on fire,
So great.
and the sun came down and set my house on fire.
So great.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
So guys in the audience now, those of you in the chat, how about we grab some questions from you guys since you've been sitting patiently for a good 40 minutes, and that'll take a couple seconds to get to them. So.
Well, I would also like to mention, I don't know when we'll get to it, but I'd definitely like to get to it, that I am working on a new album. It's almost done, and I would like to give you guys kind of a preview and talk about it a little bit.
Oh yes, you did send me a link to that. We will get to that very shortly.
Yes.
Equestria. All right, come on, guys. Somebody out there has got to have a question for Mr. Seventh Element.
Have you ever seen that video where, I guess while they're still formulating their question? Oh, hey, okay. Looks like we got one.
Yeah. I think Hacked knows who you are.
Oh yeah, Hack is a good buddy of mine.
Oh, this is your tweet response, is it?
Yes. So, the question is, what was your proudest moment, and why was it being featured on Cider Party? For those who don't know, Cider Party is an electronic music promotion channel for bronies, and it is amazing. For any of you who even remotely like electronic music and brony music, for the love of God, go to Cider Party. It's great. And I have a couple songs on there, and probably Shadows is the best one. But, all right, there's another question here. When making music, are you synthetic, traditional, or both? Both. Definitely both. It really depends on the context of the song. I'm usually trying to make a certain genre, and certain genres call for certain instrument choices. All right, let's see here. What do I use to make music? FL Studio.
He uses his brain, you idiots.
I cry into my keyboard. Like
It's made from the tears of brony musicians.
it's made of crippling self-doubt and self-loathing.
That's pretty much where all art comes from.
That's pretty much how you do it, man. All right, let's see here.
Muffin?
Muffins or cupcakes?
Yeah.
Oh God. Why would you say that? I mean, why not both?
Muffin cakes? Cupfins?
I don't know. I love like blueberry muffins that have that crumbly stuff on top, and I just love cupcakes in general. You can't do this to me, Ludi.
Well, what you can do is you can stick a cupcake on a muffin.
I could. That would probably melt my teeth out of my mouth.
Oh well,
Oh
that's
well.
not my problem.
So what's my process? It is kind of, it depends on the song. Usually it ranges between, huh, let's make this really stupid joke, to, all right, let's pour my heart out into the audio. Um, it varies by genre, really. But most of the time, I just kind of sit here and fiddle around until I have something that works.
Yeah. And you missed a question there, and someone is getting very upset. Death threats are coming my way. Best pony?
Silverhound.
I
Uh,
okay. Best and actually, I met Silverhound at BronyCan this year.
oh yeah.
He's a chill dude. Like we got along pretty good. He told me how much he prefers Odyssey's remix of Discord.
You mean?
No,
Yeah.
I said what I meant.
Oh my God.
For
I
those of you who
hate
don't
it.
get it, Odyssey created the song Discord, but everyone prefers the remix to it.
Son of a bitch.
But no, that's Silverhound's joke, not mine.
Silverhound. Anyway.
But if you guys want to get him back, I want everyone in this channel when we're done, go to Silverhound's YouTube channel and type hoof dab in his comments on every video because he hates that.
Oh no, Silverhound hates like Super Brony anything. Just be
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh, we
all
kept
you,
doing that to him at the con every 2 o'clock. We're like hoof
just
dab. He's
just
like
go,
fuck you guys. Pardon my
just walk
language.
up to him. Just go like, you're such a brony. Just go watch my video with the B word. Like it's telling. Anyway, so it looks like the chat's backing up for me. So
Yep. And
let's
real
see
quick
here.
on the same subject of best pony, obviously that was best brony, but what's best pony
Oh no, I just say Silverhound in general. I don't really have a favorite pony.
from the show?
I don't have a favorite.
Silverhound's not on the show.
Yeah, he is.
All right, fine.
Silverhound's totally in the show.
I will make you answer later.
Fine. Okay. What would you think is the best experience you've had during your con runs? I don't know. I'd say just kind of performing at BronyCon the first time was, I don't know, kind of a defining moment, you know. But it's just a lot of fun making sweaty nerds dance. It's a lot of, you know, I, I wouldn't have it any other way. I really do like playing at conventions.
Oh no, I was at a couple of the dances at BronyCan, and my God, there was this one kid. He was probably like 14 at max, and he
Right.
was out on that dance floor just hurling himself around. It was the funniest thing. Like I was like, "Good on you, kid! Get out there, show your stuff."
Yeah, no, definitely. I love it when people go nuts on the dance floor. I mean, really, more people should just kind of throw their inhibitions away, just have a good time. That's what I'm all about. I don't care if you look stupid, you know. I mean, dancing looks stupid in general. It's just what it is. But it's
Especially
fun.
if you're Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yes. So let's see here. All right. Let me
Yeah, I'm backing up to. Let's see here. Cuppington's favorite pizza toppings.
just pepperoni. I'm good.
All right. Next question was. Someone said remix. I'm guessing favorite remix.
Oh no, he was responding to the Discord thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Excellent.
Are you the Tombstone? Oh yes.
No, he's not the Tombstone. He is actually
Actually,
mental stoppage here. Oh Christ, I had it in my head. Went away. Actually, do you know who?
actually Lauren Faust.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Lauren Faust is actually Seventh Element. That's why it's an alicorn toaster.
yeah, man.
He's the only one allowed to have an alicorn toaster outside of the show.
But no. All right.
No, but I've actually. Do you know who Cake is? Qake.
I have heard their name. I don't know if I really heard their music though.
Oh, okay, no, I met them at BronyCan too. I was wondering if you knew them.
I've seen their name. There's so many Brony musicians. It's so hard to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many unknown ones too, like Black Griffin and those obscure names you never hear.
Black Griffin.
Yeah. No, okay, actually, I don't. Do you know how hard I've had to work? That's not a question. Yeah, screw you, Hacked. Get out of my stream. You're ruining everything.
No, stay here, Hack. You're the best. If I had a cherry pie, a lawnmower, and a pair of chopsticks, how would you start a war?
That is a good question. I like this question.
Hmm. Um, I'm
I
just
will.
gonna go.
I'm gonna answer this one after you do.
I'm just gonna go with hoof. Yeah.
That's how you'd start a war with those objects.
Hoof. Yeah.
Okay, here's what I would do. I would take one chopstick, tie a string to it, take the other chopstick, and put it on the pull string of the mower. I'd set the mower up on the lawn, and I'd put the cherry pie down several meters away from the lawn, and then I would invite the leader of an opposing country to Equestria over and have their children like, oh hey, there's a cherry pie lawn. I'd start up the lawnmower, blood everywhere, instant war.
You would be a fan of Pinkamena Party, I think. For those who don't know, Pinkamena Party is a hardcore, like hard electronic music compilation. And they're all very ultraviolet and not safe for work, but they are super high energy, super high speed, and just funny.
Excellent. Like
So, we got another question here. So, will you
just
be producing an original song or remix with an unexpected genre you've never worked before out of electronic music production? I
that
do it all the time,
actually,
and I will continue doing it.
as I said, that actually might be a good segue into what we were talking about earlier. Is that Mr. Seventh Element has been doing a lot of electronica brony stuff. Now, I haven't actually listened to what he sent me here yet, but
Mm-hmm.
he's starting work, or not starting work, but has been working on a new album,
Almost done.
almost done. And before I actually play it, I have 3 questions for you regarding its content. Obviously, you said it was a departure from your usual stuff. Now, does that mean it's not brony related?
No, absolutely not. This album is about. So I believe it or not, I kind of like the whole Twilight Gordon thing, and I like to think about um, the possibilities. Even though Twilight might not be immortal, even though she might, just be be just as she was, but I really like the idea that Twilight is eventually going to be without her friends at some point.
Yes, like
Uh,
have you seen the movie The Remembrance?
no,
Oh,
but
I'll show you that later.
but I, they're just what will friendship be to her when all of her friends start dying? Will she just make more friends and move on? And how long will that last? And I just kind of wrote a lot about Twilight in the future, Twilight and like how she'll try to cope with some of these things, some of the things she'll go through. Um, and the album is called Fear of Dark, and yeah, that's it. It's if I were to give it a genre, it would be something called future garage, which is a very strange term, but it basically refers to music that's sort of inspired by garage music. It has a sort of a shuffly kind of beat. It's very
Yeah, and forgive
so
me if you hear it for a second there. Okay, I just reinstalled everything on my computer, so I just realized I don't have VLC installed.
yeah, of
Thankfully,
course.
Windows Media Player is there, so that should work.
Yeah. So essentially, the future garage is typically like really dusty with vinyl noise and very, very
Ooh.
disgusting sounding, and it's super bassy, and like the drums are like broken. The actual like rhythm, it has a messed up thing. Somebody in the chat said, "Are they hinting at Twilight being immortal?" No, I don't think they're going to make Twilight immortal in the show,
Now here's
but effectively she might be.
what I've heard
Uh,
about the show is that they have said that Twilight will not outlive her friends. Now that does not mean that Twilight is not immortal, but it could mean that her friends are also immortal since they are all elements of harmony.
that
They
would
may have
suck.
been given extra. It doesn't even mean they're immortal. It might just mean they live for a lot longer than regular ponies.
That would suck in a different kind of way. uh,
But anyways, yeah,
but
they haven't confirmed or denied. All that they've said, as far as I'm aware, officially, is that Twilight will not outlive her friends. But that
yeah,
also just opens up so many other questions. So, anyways, while
but
we're
I
on the
like the
topic,
concept. It's an interesting thought.
yeah.
This sort of ascent into to godhood, sort of,
Oh,
But
they're not so much
I
godhood as
realize,
acolytes.
yeah, yes, I understand that. But anyway, I
They're the
realize that the show is not going to go that dark, and that's totally acceptable. But I still like thinking about it.
yeah.
But
And
yeah,
speaking of thinking about it, let's listen to the Fear of Dark preview that was put
so
together here.
there's 3 tracks in here that are just kind of go between. So you'll hear some some sharp cuts here and there, but
All right,
go for
guys,
it.
let's give it a listen.
Are you okay?
All right, guys, that was Seventh Elements, Fear and Dark. I lost the title. One second, I'll bring your Skype back up. You can tell them yourself.
Fear of Dark.
Fear of Dark. I was close.
Yes.
That's based on the whole Twi'lechord.
Well, it's just kind of sort of set kind of in the future at some point. It sort of follows a kind of storyline where Twilight starts having like really bad insomnia, and she just starts to experience some hallucinations
Oh
and
my.
sometimes kind of dreams where she'll infinitely recurse, and Luna can't do anything about it. It's very
Oh,
it's very sad. A lot of it's very tragic.
yeah, it
Um,
sounds tragic. Um, sorry, you just made me think of a theory that I was talking about. That my theory is that Celestia is slowly dying, or that Twilight's
could
her
be,
replacement. Yep.
could be, but
Once you get on the Amino, I'll show you my theory and analysis blogs. They cover all of that.
yeah. But it's you know, I'm not gonna lie. This music is definitely a reflection of how I've been lately. I've been very stressed out, and so a lot of this music is born of stress.
Hey, stress, and suffering. That's where artists get a lot of their best work from. So,
Yeah,
yeah, my opinion of it so far. I liked what I heard. I can't wait to hear the full album.
yeah, definitely. And it is definitely a full LP. I'm actually considering pressing it to vinyl. Um, that'll be kind of tricky to do since I've
Yeah,
never
because
done that.
yeah, I've never put music on a pony either.
Well,
Ha.
shush. No, but yeah, I'll probably do a limited vinyl run. And yeah, it's getting there. It's almost done. I'm still waiting on some art. Otherwise, I'd be promoting it like crazy right now if I had more.
Honest to God, what I would love to see on that vinyl in the center was, you see the eye on your Alicorn toaster there?
Yeah.
Have that be the eye hole for the center, and so it's
Nah.
just spin around and around.
Well,
That could be the B side.
I was considering something a little more like minimal. I'm
That's
a
that's pretty
this
minimal.
this album is very much press at least 100. Oh my God,
That's
that would be
expensive.
so prohibitively expensive.
I think Hacked is
I'm
going to offer up the money to do this.
I'm gonna print like maybe 30 of them, but that's in the future. I'm not quite worried about that yet. Um, but what I want to do is Okay, Fear of Dark. This whole album is inspired by a musician who goes by the name Burial, and Burial has a very interesting soundscape that he provides, and also kind of for vinyl that's like the minimum, depending on who you order it from.
Yeah. Plus, we can always go into
But yeah.
Kickstarter stuff later on, so or GoFundMe or something.
Yeah, possibly I might.
Like I mean, as far as that, because that way you know how much interest there is, and people who are interested, they'll pretty much be paying up front for their record.
It's true. And I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Brony release on vinyl, so who knows? Maybe it might generate some hype or something like that. But anyway, the very crackly and dusty sort of soundscapes and the sort of melancholy that follows and the surreal element to it, I'm really trying to capture.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of old time radio plays, and that's got that same scratchy quality that the old radio announcers had in their.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a huge fan of that. I mean, if you listen to my Ministry Mares album, that's all over the place. I mean,
Yeah, I haven't been through the whole thing, to be honest. I just I've listened to most of your individual songs.
right.
Black Lightning being my favorite out of the bunch.
Yeah, yes. Of course, this album will be much like the Ministry Mares, where it will have a coherent start to end, you know. But yeah,
A whole thematic storyline.
yeah. Which the last track that you heard in that preview is the titular track. Is it titular? Whatever.
Titular is correct.
Okay. It's
Titular.
called yes, it's called Fear of Dark, and it's all about Twilight basically just losing it and just kind of just reveling in her own insanity, and that's kind of like the climax of the story, sort of.
I'm not eating pizza. Shut up.
Pizza is love. Pizza is life. It is acceptable for you to be eating pizza.
It's been sitting there since the beginning of the stream, and I've been avoiding it. And I'm like, no, must eat last slice. How long is this going to go? Well, as long as it goes for, as long as it's doesn't stop being entertaining. When one of us just gets sick of doing it, I don't know. It'll go till it ends.
Yes, it's over when it's over, man.
I'd say at the longest one of my streams has gone is 2.5 hours. Well, that was with an art stream, and there was some drawing in the middle of it too, so that took a bit of time. Are you sick of staring at my fantabulous OC?
It's wonderful.
Here's a question for you. What do you think of my OC? His name is Outline.
I like it. But why does he have a raccoon tail? Is he supposed to be raccoon themed?
No. The tail just came actually kind of an accident. Basically, when that's the first picture ever drawn of the OC. I was not a participatory person in the community until I got the Equestrian app like a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. Before that, I lurked. So that's where I came up with the name InvisiBrony, is that I was kind of a lurker. I was, not in the forefront. And then I'm like, well, I need an OC. And so I grabbed an avatar maker and just basically made a black and white pony. And the tail that I picked just happened to have a 3-shade tail. And then the artist, who I said, here's my reference sheet. And they drew this. And I'm like, that's just beautiful. I love it. That's perfect. That's what was in my head.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I totally. I could see it. I just can't think of a pony to represent myself, because a lot of the music I make is extremely diverse. I don't stay in one place for too long.
But you see, that's overthinking it, though. See, that's what I did. With mine, I did not overthink it. I went. What's obviously I didn't overthink it. That's a very basic color scheme and design, but at the same time, basic works.
Right.
So,
but I wanted to go with something like a changeling, because that was,
overdone.
Yeah, well, it wasn't overdone at the time. Excuse you, but
it's too late. It is now.
but I was like, you know what? This whole OC thing is lame. Unless one of you wants to draw me a changeling sea pony, then not happening.
Call upon the sea ponies.
Shooby-doo, bitch.
Well, that's where the sirens came from.
Supposedly, I think sirens are a bit different.
Well, that's my headcanon.
Fair enough.
Three sea ponies found magic amulets that cursed them.
Yes. Supposedly, yes.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. No, so, oh, God, somebody actually did ask a question there. It scrolled away on me here.
I saw somebody ask me again, how did I join the fandom?
Yeah, Zeebley did ask that. He joined the fandom. Do you want to do a quick recap?
Uh,
Like, really quick?
somebody told me about it. I didn't want to do it, but then I did it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Watch
Yeah,
ponies. No. Okay.
all right, fine.
Yay,
Just one,
ponies.
and then yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it was a girl.
That is not. She was married. That's not why, at all.
Keep telling yourself that.
No. Super cool. Her husband's awesome too. Like I'm friends with them. But
No worries. Sorry, did I miss any other questions here? I don't think we did, actually. Do you guys have any more questions for the seventh element?
yeah, feel free to ask more questions, guys.
He said, awaiting for the lag to catch up.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, guys. What I'm going to do is, so I'm going to tell you. I remember I mentioned to you in chat last night or whenever it was we talked that I had written a fan episode based on your song "Black Lightning."
Yes.
I know you haven't. Yeah, I know you haven't had a chance to read it. You've been short on time. It's not a very long one. Like, it is a 2-part episode, but it's written with animation gaps in mind. So, honest to read the whole thing, it probably take you about 20 minutes to read both parts or less.
Right.
If you're a
Right,
fast
right,
reader.
right.
So, but just the basic upshot of it is that Lightning Dash comes back to get revenge on Rainbow Dash, and for a lot of people who have already read it, so I won't worry about ruining the story for them.
Mhm.
But basically, what happens is she comes back and she's got control over the weather, like by herself. She's calling in lightning clouds, causing, like being able to direct lightning strikes down everywhere. And she almost kills Twilight and the Cakes and Rainbow Dash, and Starlight comes in to save the day. Trixie gets blown up.
She dies.
I said Trixie gets blown up.
Rip in peace.
I won't ruin the whole story for you yet, but the basic upshot of it is at the end of it, it turns out that they see that Lightning Dust has the lightning amulet from the Power Ponies episode.
Ah.
And it turns out that the Maniac has escaped the comics and is recruiting ponies to become her Power Ponies in the real world.
Yeah. Right.
So it's an interesting, like, honest to God, that's the one villain I've always wanted to see come back, is the Maniac.
Oh yeah.
And like, but outside of the comics, like, have her escape the comics by some by some magical means, and like, what is this new world? I will take it over,
Mm-hmm. All right, I got some questions.
Yeah.
So Element, should I buy the new Jackbox package to challenge you to TKO? I don't know what that means, Angry Taco, but I'm gonna assume it's some wrestling bullcrap. So you can shove it. Angry Taco is somebody I went to high school with. Ironically enough, we became bronies separately of one another. We've always been really good friends, but like one day I was just like, "Hey, there's this show, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. You should go watch it." And he's like, "I already do."
I would have been a lot funnier is if you guys like kept avoiding the subject around each other. Like, I don't want him to know I'm a brony. I don't want him to know I'm a brony. So every time like something pony really come up, like, you both start blushing and avoiding each other.
Yeah,
That would have been really funny.
it's quite the experience. Let's see here. First brony song I ever heard was "Return" by Omnipony, and I still really like that song a lot.
That's not a question.
Let's see. That's not a question. What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. Did somebody ask you that?
What's the first brony song I heard? Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought somebody just said that and you were just reading it.
No.
I was like, that's not a question.
See here. Favorite Pink Amina Party track from Chromatic? That would be Pink Amina Party by Feral Fury. It's like our anthem, dude. All right. So
That's an easy one.
It's a good one. Also, half the song titles on Chromatic are not I can't say them on this show.
Yeah. And I'll answer the next question for you. How did you know that you were into music? He listened to it and he liked it.
Maybe he means like, how did I know like I was like into writing music?
He wrote it and it was good.
This is not. That is false.
Okay.
I don't know. I took piano lessons from a very young age, like from about 6 years old to about 12, 13 years old, and I hated it. I hated it so much. And then like, the repetition of it all and learning these bullcrap songs and what I ended up doing, afterwards I wanted to make my own games originally, and I started making really awful RPG Maker games. And like I just kind of started making music for them, and I figured, oh, hey, this is actually really fun.
Yeah, you found
So,
the more fun part of the experience.
yeah, learning sheet music is boring. All right, let's see.
So what does Seventh Element plan to do next? He's already doing the Fear of Dark album. Is there something you've got on the horizon beyond that?
Well, I've always wanted to do a follow-up to my Fallout Equestria album because I really
you could do Fallout Las Pegasus.
um more about like Little Pip and her friends.
Well, I know I'm just saying,
Just
but you could just call
do
it Fallout Las Pegasus.
hold up. Somebody asked me if I like dank memes. My dude, I am all about the dank memes. Just go to my channel and watch my videos. Just go watch interior design for horses.
Oh,
Like,
I I think I'll have to check that one out. Actually,
what?
you know what?
Play
Let's
it in the stream.
let's do you one
Play
better.
Play it in the stream. The video is like my best video ever.
That's what I'm looking. I'm gonna go look at it right now. Here, I just closed my other window. 1 second.
Oh my god. How have people not seen this video?
No, there's nothing in there that I have to worry about streaming copyright wise or.
No.
Okay,
I
I just want to make sure because
I haven't gotten a copyright strike on it, so you wouldn't.
Yeah, you'd think, but I've been taken down for streaming other videos that I got copyright striked like within minutes, and these videos are still up.
Do I like bacon? Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't like bacon can get the hell out of my stream right now.
No, I don't like bacon when it's combined with other stuff. I just kind of like eating bacon by itself. I'm a very picky eater, actually. It's very unfortunate.
You'd like my bacon banana chocolate chip cookies.
That sounds very confusing.
It's very delicious. Sorry, what was it called again? It was interior design for horses.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second here. Is it an older or newer video?
Oh, it's new. Like probably a top 10 new ones.
I don't see it on the front. My first look here. Am I just blind?
Probably.
Probably. I'm just gonna actually do a search for it instead.
I'll just link it to you in Skype, my dude.
Why did I not think of this?
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as you said the link, I see the video.
Yeah.
I just had to embarrass myself for it to work. All right, guys, let's check out interior design for horses. I'm leaving your mic up, so don't be doing embarrassing things like that. And let's get rid of ads by Google. I love the VHS quality here. Oh, and you know what would probably help? 1 moment.
Sound like the sound is.
Yeah, I forgot.
Sounds like the song isn't up.
No,
You might wanna-
I've got Mozilla turned down. Give me a second.
You might want to start the video over because the beginning audio is super important.
Yeah, I already did. Okay, one more time on this super professional epic stream, Seventh Element's interior design for horses featuring Jay Free.
With Horse Tech's patented design, any pony can be an interior designer. Even the most tasteless of Earth pony can use the just 5 easy payments of $19.99. Call now at 1-800-HOOPS-4U. That's 1-800-HOOPS-4U.
Comes with Fedora.
Yes.
The fandom is full of hatters. We take Master Horse and Discordiver card.
Yeah, so this song is actually about the episode where they decorate Twilight's castle, in which there's an interdimensional TV channel where they can attempt to purchase interior design products for horses.
Oh my god.
And
This
it's
is
just,
okay.
but it turns out it's just drugs.
Well, thanks for not Allow 456 for 470 weeks delivery, money back guarantee. Horse interior design, asset techno protection, Co Limited Incorporated, 2536 Hawksparrow Lane, Puddinghead District, Casual at Equestria, 46231.
Now and get a second one absolutely free. Call now. Call now.
The Euphoria Actuator Waifu Analyzer. Oh, that's just epic. Why does that look like a crossover between Gabe Larson and Gabe Newell and M.A. Larson?
That's Psy, one of the most legendary Brony musicians ever. He invented Toastbeard. All hail Psy.
All the hails. Is this the Cthulhu shopping network? Tipping done. Gotta have that keytar. Oh, that's what Tarby looks like. It's honestly, it's exactly how I pictured him.
Yeah, pretty much. Man, you should see him. Like, for a long time, everybody called Tarby, like, Tarby is the Brony Jesus. And he would just wear Jesus robes to conventions.
Oh,
So
that's fantastic.
it was either that or he had this button-up shirt that was just covered in American flags and eagles and stuff. And I love Tarby so much. But yeah, so basically I just put a lot of my friends' faces in here and went nuts.
Oh my god, it's just hilarious because I'm like, I saw his picture and I'm like, Tarby, like that, like, honest to God, that is exactly how I pictured that guy.
Yeah, no. But yeah, a few of those people, their names you probably wouldn't recognize. A lot of them, like Psy and Super Saw Hoover, are kind of formative early Brony musicians. Psy, especially, invented. He built Toastbeard from the ground up, and
Yeah, you're
without
saying
him, we wouldn't have a lot of Brony music today, really.
that'd be unfortunate.
And he's also a very good musician. Like, he's very talented. Like, he's very good at making sample-based kind of. He's all over the place like me, but he's even crazier. It's very hard to explain.
Okay, so is he still around or?
He's really busy. He's really busy with school, and he doesn't really make a whole lot of pony music these days. But yeah, you know, and Super Saw Hoover was a very early on like experimental electronic producer. Like, we're talking like speedcore and harsh noise and stuff that like Super Saw Hoover like blazed the trails for that. And Super Saw Hoover is also very responsible for the invention of Pinkamena Party as well, which started out as a response to Balloon Party.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, basically during the creation of Balloon Party, everybody's like, "Yeah, you got to make your music this hard," then Balloon Party came out, and it wasn't like hard at all. It was just step. And so Super Saw Hoover and Speedcore Dave were just like, yeah, let's make it terrifying.
Let's
And
go
we did,
flip
and
coin
it was-
on that. Yeah.
Yes, I mean the first Pink Community Party was titled, let's buck shit up.
Nice.
Buck with a B, by the way.
Yes. I see in chat that Elkie, welcome to the stream, Elkie, by the way, saw you at BronyCon.
Yes, and I tend to play that video actually at BronyCon. I got a hold of the projectors and I got to play that, like the video, and it was a lot of fun. I love. I actually did a lot of fancy schmancy visual stuff for BronyCon. Hopefully the video comes out and you can see some of what I was doing. It's all over the place, but yeah.
Now, you don't have to say exactly, but where you live in the U.S., yes?
Yes.
Whereabouts, roughly?
Oklahoma.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not from here originally. I moved a couple years ago from Illinois after I got my degree.
Okay.
And yeah, actually, I got my job as I'm a computer scientist. I got my job because I met a guy at the fandom who's like, "Oh, you're this? Let me see some of your code." And then he's like, "You want a job?"
Huzzah.
Fantastic.
No, I was going to say is next year, BronyCon just happened very recently, the last couple months, so it's about a year away. But I know a couple of the guys on the board, and I know they're always, like, this year we had, like, Cake, Silvahound, I can't remember what other musicians we had there. Jax was there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was funny because when Jax came to pick up his badge, I can't remember what name was on the badge, but it wasn't his name. They mistyped his name, and it was the funny. I called him that the whole con. He thought it was hilarious.
Well, as far as making it out to Canada, I have not done that before. I don't even have a
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, you have a whole year to look into it, but what I'm going to I'll talk to the guys and see if they're interested. I'll send them some of your music.
Yeah.
And the thing is because if it's musicians, they pay for the musicians to come out.
Oh, do they?
At least that's my understanding. If I'm incorrect about that, then we got a year to figure that shit. But
well, some cons, like all cons, pretty much give you a badge. A good chunk of them give you a hotel room.
no, as far as I'm aware, they flew a couple of the musicians out. I won't say that 100%. That's not a guarantee. I'm saying I'll look into it for you.
Yeah.
Because if they're paying at least for the majority of it, and you can afford the rest, then I'd love to have you up here for the con. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it just depends. And also, I attend a lot of conventions. Like,
yeah,
I got home from Nightmare Nights Dallas last weekend, and
yeah, but those are local.
That was my 7th convention for this year, and now and now next week is Running the Lee's Con in Denver, and that will be my 8th and final one.
Well, this is like I said, this is not for like a year from now, so.
Right, yeah, it's definitely a ways out, but.
Hold on a second. I'm getting issues with the stream, I think.
Oh yeah.
At least it's video output low. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Give me one.
Hopefully it'll boot up with the same link.
I've done this before, and it's never said stream complete before. It's always said stream resumed. Oh, here we go. Stream resumed. We're back. Okay. Whew. A little heart attack there.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Sorry, guys, for those of you who heard, we're back in the green. We're out of the red.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to say hi to Aaron. He's an old musician buddy of mine, and
oh yeah, I see.
He's a very talented musician himself. He actually did a really nice album called Cosmic Unicorns. I highly suggest it. It's very short. It's like about 5 or 6 minutes, but it's just really gorgeous piano music.
Shall we say track and not album?
No, there's 3 like 1.5 minute tracks.
Okay. It's a mini album.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I very much suggest it. And also, he did a remix of one of my songs, Silent Ponyville, like a piano arrangement of it, and basically beat the pants off of my song. So,
So you're the new Odyssey.
Oh, man, I don't think you realize like the the broad appeal that Tombstone's remix of Discord had. Like,
Oh, I do.
I hear that coming. Like, I hear non-bronies listening to that garbage. There's even like a retrospective Tumblr post, like talking shit about it. Like, this Tumblr post is like, oh yeah, you remember that one really stupid brony song, Discord, and somebody's like, oh yeah, I remember that song, and then Odyssey was, he's just like, plays the smallest violin in the world.
Yeah. Oh, I remembered. It was Luna Jax's badge said Lana Jat.
Oh, it was Luna Jax. Okay.
Yeah, Luna
You said
Jax. Yeah.
I'm like,
No,
is
not
that
Jax Blade. Luna Jax. And yeah, his badge said Lana Jat. Lanajat. I let him keep that badge, and I called him at the whole con.
Oh my god.
Like, I gave him a fixed one too, but I'm like, you're keeping this one, and I'm sorry, but that's your new name. I even we had a karaoke competition he was in, and I had them introduce him as Lana Jat. I was on the staff, so
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yes.
He's a cool guy, actually. Really good singer.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've met him several times. Pretty chill dude.
Very chill. Did I miss any questions while my stream was having heart attacks?
I don't know. Let me check.
Oh, Oreo says hi. Hello, awesome Oreo. Why are you not here yourself? Why are you saying hello through other people? Awesome Oreo is a fantastic artist, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They're doing. They actually have done. I'm turning all my analysis theory blogs into YouTube videos, and they did me some. I'm trying to be a bit different than a lot of the other reaction analyst community guys, where they've got their show vector, show ponies, right?
Yeah.
They look like they're the show. So what
Right.
I'm doing is I'm trying to promote artists. So I've had at least 3 or 4 artists right now who have drawn me full reaction sets in their own art style.
Nice.
Awesome Oreos. I'll show you some of hers right now. Actually, I just gotta find the backup folder I put them in. Oh no, I have to download them again. That's right. I did not back them up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, they're on my Gmail.
Hooray.
I forgot. I downloaded them again today, and then I had to reinstall my system, so they're gone.
Yeah.
But they
I
are.
I like a lot of brony art, but man, yeah, I don't have the energy for musicians. I don't have it for artists either. Holy crap, there's so many. There's so much. But
Oh.
I usually buy a crap ton of art at conventions and make myself poor.
Yeah. No, there's the Equestrian app has some of the most amazing artists on it. It is a treasure, to be honest with you. Like,
Excellent.
it is. I'm just blown away by all the great art on there and how many of them just hand it out for free too. Like, not to everybody, but they'll do commissions, but they'll also put up request posts every week and do giveaways and raffles and stuff like that. It's just there. It's a really open, welcoming community. Like, we're almost at we're very very close to 50,000 members right now.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
Have I always been an Alcorn toaster? I've probably been an Alcorn toaster since about 2014, 2015. About when it started.
God, I love that.
Thank you. But yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm just downloading.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'd never heard of Amino before this. Does it act kind of like an internet forum or what?
It's kind of like a cross between Twitter and Reddit and Facebook.
That sounds extremely confusing.
But at the same time, it's like, imagine all the easiest and most positive elements of all those three put together. It's really easy to use. It's very. It's hard to explain. You have to try it. Like, I'm a person who hates social media. I hate Facebook. I hate Twitter. I don't use them.
Yeah.
Equestrian Amino, I love it. I use it all the time. Like, it's the first social media app that has actually been like, hey, I could use this and not hate myself.
Well, all my social media apps I just use for shit posting. So, I mean.
Well, you can kind of do that here too, as long as it's pony related shit posting and not offensive.
Yeah, I post offensive things.
I guess so. Here's Awesome Oreo. You are in the stream, yes? You said, or at least somebody here said they were watching or listening.
Gun
I
emoji.
lost my stream window. I gotta find it again.
I think Ultra Autobot is pointing a gun at themselves.
Oh, good. Finally, be rid of them. Um,
Right.
so no, but this is the kind of art that we're talking about here. This is drawn by Awesome Oreo.
Mhm.
Fantastic artists. Sadly, they're drawn a bit smaller, so I can't blow them up full size, or they will look kind of crappy.
Okay.
But these are some of the reaction images they drew for me.
Okay. But I'm assuming you're pulling it up on the stream. Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
you will see them in a minute. I know you can't. You can hear me before you can see me.
Okay.
So
Yes. Yes. Okay.
and
That's
and
cool.
I'm just being honest. Like, these look great, but this is not even close to what their real art looks like. These were drawn pretty quickly. They're just
Right there.
done for
They
fun.
look-
But they even these look good. But their real art is just phenomenally amazing.
I bet. Yep. I don't work
I
with
like that one.
Yeah. I don't work with a terrible amount of artists just because, I try to do as much myself as I can. I mean, I can scrape by for videos most of the time, but like album artwork, I usually need to get help. I'm actually like the Midnight and Equestria art was like dumb luck. Some dude's like, yeah, I need to expand my portfolio. I'll give you something. And that guy does like, man, like,
Yeah. Well, like you see the
he does
OC
like,
that I've got up here. That was drawn for free because I just said, "Hey, do you want to draw me an OC?" Like, yeah, I was expecting something, half-assed, and
but
they
this
put that
guy
out.
now, like, that guy is like a big artist, like in the synthwave community. Like,
Yeah.
he, it costs a lot of money to get art drawn by him, and there's a big waiting list. He's a pretty cool dude, though.
That's good.
What was it? And for the Ministry Mares, that was kind of a collaborative effort between my buddy Fall Feathers and who isn't explicitly like Fall Feathers mostly does 3D modeling and texturing and stuff, which Fall Feathers is extremely talented at, by the way. But then the ponies on the front of it were drawn by Equestrian Strumpet, who is an artist slash musician slash cosplayer.
I love Strumpet.
Oh, you know her?
No, I just love the name Strumpet
Yes.
because I know what it means.
Yes, we all do, and she does, and she's awesome. But
You cheeky Strumpet.
that's Tarby's fiance, by the way.
Nice.
That we are talking about here. Yes.
I don't care.
No, I wasn't saying. It's. But yeah, a lot of, but and I'm getting the art for Fear of Dark done by Strumpet, and it's I've asked for something a little bit complicated, so it may take a little bit of time. Maybe it'll be done by Roddle, maybe not. But I'm also
Sorry,
working
done by when?
Roddle next
Oh, okay.
weekend. I'm gonna see her there, so maybe I'll get the physical copy. But the how do I say? Oh yes, I'm also working on a collab for the album. I have a vocalist that I'm also waiting on, so pretty much it'll delay it till December.
Okay.
I'm hoping to have it out by December, but I don't know how long it's gonna take.
I'll look forward to that. I do like a little vocal collab action.
Yeah. Well, I don't do a lot of collabs because I'm really bad at working with other people. Like,
Well, you're doing so good with me so far.
well, like in terms of music, it's really hard to get into somebody else's headspace, kind of.
Fair enough.
And I don't know. I work freakishly fast with music, apparently.
So you get a little impatient when other people aren't quite on your speed level.
I guess, but I don't. We don't always use the same programs, and we don't always.
Right.
It's hard to communicate musical ideas with words.
Oh yes.
Very hard.
It's unless you're in the same room working on it together, it can be a nightmare.
Yeah, and it is a nightmare. But yeah. Oh, we'll see where it goes. But yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing how that turns out. Just to show you here, this is another one of the artists who's done a couple pictures for me, and just this one is, again, no offense to Oreo, these ones are a bit better for showing off on the stream because they are a larger resolution.
Mm-hmm.
This one's done by an artist called Gob Doggo.
Okay. Gob Doggo. That sounds familiar.
I love that one. Yeah, I still have to do a bit of editing in Photoshop to make them reaction, transparencies, but
Mhm.
these ones are really well done for that. They're nice and big, so I can do a lot of manipulation to them if I need to.
Mhm.
But there's just some really great reactions. This is my favorite one here, the face hoof.
Mhm.
I think that's all of them. Yeah. But yeah, no. So when you get on there, check out. There's tons of great artists in there. If you are looking for artist collabs or artist submissions for your thing,
Yeah.
that's a good place to go to for it.
Yeah. The problem is whenever I want to upload a video, I want like whenever I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to release this. I kind of want it out immediately.
Well, that's what I'm saying is you go there now, put up things saying, "Hey,
The thing is,
for future projects, why don't you guys submit some shit?" And
I I work. It takes me like anywhere from 3 to 10 hours to make a song, and then
the Gob Doggo
it's
pictures
very
you saw, though, I got those in 2 hours.
yes, but
I said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" In 2 hours, I had them.
to be able to mentally formulate what I want and then to ask somebody for it, they won't. They're not always.
It never hurts to ask.
Yes.
Worst
And
comes to worst, you say, "You guys are plebs and you suck. Get out of my space."
well, I don't. I wouldn't do that, but
No, but
yeah.
that's what I mean. Like,
Also, some of my videos, I try to make music videos out of them, like Slumber, Tempo Tempo Slumber, and Shadows, which you may have seen. Those are a couple newer ones. Slumber probably viscerally terrified you, but if you watched it, that is. But
I'm not viscerally terrified by anything.
eh,
I have been on
it's
the
a
internet
very,
since I was 14, and
a
I'm
very
37.
unsettling video.
I was here for the birth of the internet, and I have seen, and I'm not joking, everything. I am a jaded MOFO who has pretty much no nerve endings left in my brain. I've seen the worst of gore and beyond.
Not like that. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah, just saying, nothing disturbs me anymore.
It's a very strange video. But yeah. Anyway,
I will
yeah.
check that out.
As Hack says, both videos are cray F.
Right. Actually, I did have one question for you. I don't think I've asked you this one yet. Is what is your favorite song out of the ones you've made?
Ones that I've made.
Yeah, like what is your favorite? Like I don't, not album wise, but like let's say one track, your favorite one track that just maybe the one that not necessarily your favorite, but the one that just maybe brings you the most satisfaction.
There's a lot of songs that make me feel like that, and typically my IDM kind of songs, which IDM, for those who don't know, stands for intelligent dance music. It's kind of like a glitchy, sort of weird kind of experimental music. And even after all these years, a song I made in like 2013, let me see, it's like Everything's Gonna Be Just Fine, is what I call it, I believe. I'm very tired. I'm having a lot of trouble remembering the exact track name.
No worries.
Whatever Twilight said at the end of season 3, like last line.
I'm trying to see if I can find it right now.
I am.
Everything will be just fine.
Yes, that. Anyway, that song does still resonate with me a lot.
And that's actually one I haven't heard. At least I don't remember listening to it. What style of music are we like? Is it upbeat? Is it downbeat?
It kind of starts downbeat and then it kind of picks up. It's a lot of orchestral swells and ambient pads.
I can just pop out in the background here. We can kind of listen to it.
Yeah, I guess.
So we can sort of hear what's going on with it. We can keep talking. Just people can sort of. I like the picture you chose of Pinky and Twilight making out.
No, that's from the thing with Princess Celestia in the hallway.
Oh, they are so about to kiss.
Talking about practically Twilight's other mom. That's weird. Stop being weird.
I don't think that will ever happen. Oh no, I have heard this one. I do like it. Yes, I remember it now. So go check that guys out. So that's favorite track there by Seventh is "Everything Will Be Just Fine," the one where Pinky and Twilight kiss. So,
You stop that. Go to jail. 100 years.
shock journalism. TMZ. Oh my goodness. So guys, yeah, we've been running this stream for about an hour and a half now. Actually, almost 2 hours. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any more questions here, or should we wrap this up?
Well, I
I've
guess
lost my stream window again. There it is.
let's give them a second to ask a question. Before I go, Aaron may have questions. I haven't talked to Aaron in a long time.
Aaron's mad at me. And I wasn't talking about myself. I was talking about the Amino and its wonderful artists.
You were talking about USC though.
Shut up. That's the only examples I had on hand since I reinstalled everything.
Give them a second. Ask questions.
I'll answer that one for you, Striker. Extremely.
You should tell. Oh, damn it, Aaron! If only you were here like an hour ago. I was talking about my new album.
Yeah, we've been over all that. We've.
It's a future garage album about Twilight going nuts because she's immortal.
Yeah, we played a sample and everything.
Yeah, hit me up on Skype. I'll send it to you.
Aaron's all mad because we're not talking about you because he wasn't here for the entire stream when we were talking about you.
It's true. Yeah, you were about 20 minutes late for that.
Oh my goodness.
How fragile are babies, and why does Pinky think it's okay to throw them? Ludi is making a reference to a song on the newest Pinkamena party.
Oh, are they?
About Pinkie Pie's publicist or whatever, like her agent talking to Pinkie Pie. Like, why do you think it's okay to throw a baby?
I smell soiled baby diapers.
So good. It is.
Oh my god.
I can't recall who made that song, but it is really funny.
Yeah, you know what scene they're talking about too, where she's like got the flower baby, juggling the flower baby.
No, it was about throwing the royal baby, throwing.
Because there's a scene where she's like juggling flower babies.
Yes, Aoshi. Yeah, that's who made it. Aoshi.
I like Aoshi. I like his flutter.
Yes, that sounds pretty fun. I like security a lot. Anyway, why does cheese make you gassy? Lactose, probably.
Yeah, that's
the red button or the orange button. The green one. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Negative 9.81 meters per second squared.
Wait, hold on. Is that African or European?
Yeah, that too. Not just any baby.
Hey, that's family. That's family tradition though, because that's what Shining Armor did to Mommy.
True. It's true.
Their family. Alicorns are equal to lawn darts.
They throw the women in that family.
Yeah.
This is what they do.
Her name is actually Cadence Miyamori Cadenza Javelin.
Yes. Gravity's different in Africa compared to Europe, you know. Damn, you're right. And it's different in America because the imperial system of measurement.
Or it could be that African and European swallows are different sizes with different wingspans.
Or one of them could be a race of cyborg swallows.
From Wakanda. Only the Marvel nerds will get that.
Yes. I am not one of those, so I did not.
This is where the Black Panther comes from. Wakanda.
Soka. Let's see here. Doop-a-doop-doop, a-boop-a-doop.
What is 4 potatoes?
What is 4 minus potatoes?
Oh.
Alchemy.
Ah, excellent. That's the perfect answer. Magic or electricity?
Magical electricity.
Magilicity?
Yes.
Or electragic? Oh, wait, I like electragic.
Electragic is my favorite genre.
That's your new album.
Honestly, that sounds like a gothy synth pop album. Like,
if Duran Duran met Godsmack.
What is my favorite places to pick up samples or plug in effects and instruments?
Hey, an actual question.
God, that's a hard one because like I just like somebody links me in a plugin or something. And I'm like, hey, cool, I'm gonna go get this, and then I
So
go get it.
user submitted.
Typically, yeah, somebody suggests, or for samples, sometimes I just stumble upon sample packs, or I yeah, that's pretty much what I do, or I buy a sample pack, whatever, you know. I don't. I guess I don't search for these things; they just kind of fall on my lap.
That's always nice to have.
It just happens.
Actually, another question I had for you is: do you know L Train?
I know of them. I've never spoken to them. I've heard some of their music, but I couldn't say one of their pieces at the moment.
Okay, no worries. I'm just curious if you
Yeah,
they're one of my favorites actually. I'm not even a big metal fan, but they have some great pieces.
I believe they've worked with my friends before. I
Yeah,
don't remember
they
which
did the
friends.
Moonrise Symphonic Opera,
Uh-huh.
and they've done a couple covers of like Rainbow Factory and
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I got the hiccups now. I shouldn't have had that pizza.
That is blasphemy. You should
Okay,
have always said that.
I should have always had the pizza, regardless of its effect on the stream.
Vase is like, I know old LET. He's a goose.
He's a goose.
Pronounce that in an Australian accent because Vase is Australian.
He's a goose. That's not a remix. This is a remix.
God damn it.
So he's he's a Kiwi, is he?
Um,
I know.
I don't think so.
No, he is
No,
not, and he's
Vase
probably
actually-
seething and foaming at the mouth right now.
Vase is a very talented ska musician.
Oh, I like
Ska
ska.
punk.
Oh
The
yes.
song-
Sorry, go ahead.
he made a song called Dong Cray, which is a pretty good. It's a pretty good remix of A Long Way from Equestria.
And you can see he's becoming indignant at my mention of Kiwis and his Australian heritage. But Stryker is correct. I have not yet forced you to give me a best pony.
I'm going to tell you again that I don't really have a favorite pony.
Oh my god, just pick one.
No, I don't have to. I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Nope, this is Canada.
Damn it.
Hard-hitting TMZ journalism. we
My-
tackled the
my
tough
favorite-
issues.
Nicki Minaj is my favorite pony.
I'll take it. Especially because you didn't pronounce her name correctly, and I hate her.
I think she's funny.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I have a sample in my sample library of just her saying the word anus. Because it's the funniest thing ever. Nicki Minaj saying the word anus.
Oh my god.
I've used it in a song.
I do not doubt that.
A
Alright.
song on Pinkamena Party 3, The Academy of Booty.
Okay. Thoughts on Stephen Colbert?
It's funny.
Thoughts on Jon Stewart?
He's funny.
John Oliver?
Funny.
That's it. That's all I got.
I was expecting you to throw me like a curveball, like John McCain,
John McCain.
John Adams.
Nope. No, just
John
three of my
Blackberry.
favorite guys. I just was thinking about their episodes and they kind of popped across my thought stream there. But no, I think we pretty much run the course unless anybody else has some
Like
other
the
questions
season
for us.
finale? The season finale, My Little Suicide Squad.
What?
Good episode.
Oh, yes.
Got that purple Lamborghini lurking.
I still haven't seen Suicide Squad.
It's okay.
Yeah, I've heard it was not a great movie.
Look, I'm not like huge into superheroes, so like I wasn't personally offended by the movie. The ads are very misleading because the Joker is barely in it. And
Well,
they
that's
made
good
that-
because he's not even a member of the Suicide Squad. He's not
No, he's
supposed
not.
to be in it.
I mean, he's there. I mean, he is a character that is semi-important, but
No, he's an important character, but he's not. He's nothing. He has nothing to do with the Suicide Squad at all.
no, he doesn't. I mean,
In the
he doesn't
in the
have-
comic canon, he's nothing to do with it. He's not involved in any way.
He's not in the comic at all.
Nope. It's
Okay.
hardly.
Again, I don't follow the comic.
Well, that's what
so
I'm saying. Like how much
whatever.
like you're making a movie for nerds. And the first thing you do is, what should we do for these nerds that
Look,
love
man,
comics?
Hollywood.
Let's
Hollywood
ruin it. Like, I know.
Hollywood doesn't care about nerds. They
I
just care about
know.
money.
They should, because nerds are the one with all the money. They're the ones coming to see your shit.
I get it. But Hollywood executives are stupid idiots, and they've always have been.
I know.
But I don't know. I found
it's
the movie just pointless. It was just like pointless entertainment, and I enjoyed it. And I walked into the movie thinking this is going to be stupid entertainment, and it was.
So
And
you got
I
your
enjoyed
money's
it
worth, yeah.
because of that. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, this thing for the masses. Yeah, I'm sure it was pablum fed to them on a delicious spoon. You know.
Normal is just a setting on a dishwasher. Like when Harley Quinn said that, I was like, oh my god, roll my eyes in the back of my head. But then they kind of made fun of her saying it later on. It was great.
Huzzah, meta humor.
Yeah. Anyway.
Ice Bear hates meta humor.
Yes. So okay, tell me all your thoughts on God, because I really want to meet him. I'm not going to answer that question.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because this is not a religious chat.
All right, TSSF, Twilight Secret Ship Fic.
Okay, I thought he was just making a noise.
No, TSSF is a popular card game. I haven't played it before. I see it everywhere. There's an emoticon for hoof tabs now.
Yeah. Let's put everybody go to Silverhound's page and put hoof dabs everywhere.
Jazz, give him a hoof, yeah. Tell him he's such a brony.
Oh god, we tormented him with hoof dabs at the con. It was amazing.
Look, man, it's not easy. It's not hard to torment Silverhound.
Oh, but that was the most fun because it was such an immediate reaction. Like you just do the hoof dab position, and he just looks at you and goes, and I effing hate you. Like it was like immediate. It was just such an immediate reaction.
Look, man, if you've seen my video, the B word, like he will forever. He will forever hate me for that.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
I would have it no other way.
All right, guys. Well, I don't see any more questions coming in, but I would like to thank the Seventh Element for joining us today. I'm ending the stream because I so desperately need to go out for a cigarette.
I can't blame you.
Nope. Don't smoke, kids. It's a terrible, terrible addiction, and it sucks up your wallet like you wouldn't believe. So I don't condone it, but I'm going to go do it anyways. But again, thank you very much, Seventh, for joining us. Your music is fantastic. I'm going to play us out on my favorite song, which was Black Lightning.
All right,
Is there anything
cool.
you would like to say before we go?
Nope. I think we about beat the dead horse.
Ha.
Horse puns. Anyway, good talking to you.
No, again, thank you again very much for joining us. I may have you back in the future, too, if I get some other musicians to join us that you know. Again, feel free to recruit your friends into this nightmare that we've been through today and subject them to torment.
Yes.
Sorry, I had a tab open with the song, and it's gone missing. There it is. I buried all my windows. So thanks again for joining the stream, guys. Black Lightning coming right up.
All right.
And have yourselves a good evening.
The night was dark. The air was cold. Her heart was bitter. Lightning dust never recovered from her failures. They say she went insane. Her heart corrupted by anger. On dark nights, the thunder cries out for her. Lightning bends to her will. Has become Black Lightning.